Hi, Eamon. This is just my demo of the assignment one project for full stack web development. So my idea was the Irish art project. So this aims to track and record various artworks which might be dotted around cities or towns around Ireland. So kind of inspired by a project that runs in Dublin called the Dublin Campus Project, which basically is murals painted on electricity boxes around the city. But I know across kind of the country, there's different murals and different sculptures and different bits of art done in various places. So I just thought it'd be something interesting that could be tracked on a map. So this is the initial screen here. I've loaded it up with a bit of seed data. So I've assigned most of it actually to BART. So if I just log in here, I can show you some of the functionality. So after playing around with Bulma a bit, I kind of settled on this card layout for the screens. So here it's after listing out the cities added in alphabetical order. I had obviously gone in and added kind of a profile photo for each of them as well. Down the bottom then on our maps, if you click in, you can see the city and its location, and it's also linking in to the image associated with the location. So these are just 4 or 5 I've added here. Obviously the functionality then to add your location and draw errors if you have left stuff blank or if it's looking for certain stuff. So just for example, I won't really concentrate too much on the, I'll just go here for example. So type in your latitude and longitude and add a new location. So this will then come in alphabetical order. I just have in the background of the code just the kind of placeholder for when the cities are first added. So it'll just come up here. But if you open into it, you can see then you have the functionality from one of the latest labs we've done. So you can take your image there if you want. So as well, I kind of leveraged a bit of what we would have done with the weather top app to show some analytics on the face of these cards as well. So you can see it shown on each the latest artwork, the category of the latest artwork, and also it's totaling up the amount of sculptures, murals, or anything kind of defined under street art. So for the most part, I haven't really added that in, but I did add in a few for Dublin City, so that's probably an interesting one. I'll actually just delete off Claire there just to show that working. So you can see we're back to the start. So if I open up Dublin, as I said, you can see the profile photo haven't been uploaded. And if you scroll down again, I've gone for this card scheme. So these are all been listed out. I've gone and added a few images. A lot of the rest of them are placeholders. Actually, I kind of know about this project because it's something I was involved with myself over a couple of years. So I've done a couple for them. So this is actually a box I would have done in Dublin a couple of years ago, which was, I know I have the year is 2021. It was actually 2 years ago now, but it's down there. There's a Cadbury's factory near where we live in Dublin. So again, if you go into the location, you can see now the map is changed and it's opening over Dublin specifically. And again, if you click into the ones with images, you can see, or the ones with placeholders will just have placeholders. But you can go and see, I suppose, the location of some of them. I know the sculpture is there, and there's another one here, I think. Yeah. So again, down below you have the option to add your title, your year, latitude, longitude, category. I've put in a few categories, and they're then grouped on the analytics. So murals, sculptures, canvas box, or Waterford Walls, I know, is a big project that happens down Waterford. I think it's back on again this year. So that's the layout of the project. It's using JWT for authentication. I also set up a basic admin profile here, so you can log in with admin. And I've just set the password to be admin, but obviously that would be something more private. And then when you log into this, it sends you to a view specifically for the admin. So it sends you all the users listed, and then you have the option to delete a user altogether if you want. I would be interested to kind of start using, I didn't get enough time to look into it, the kind of scopes that was discussed, I think, on Slack as well. It sounds interesting. So I would be interested to see how that works and kind of set up something a bit more probably secure for this. So if I log out of that, and also obviously it was set up with APIs as well. So Again, you can see here, requires authorization. But again, we can go through, for example, if I was to quickly create a user here, create a user. Then authenticate that user. So this is just to show that it should be working at the moment. So this is giving us our token now. Above, this is authorization. It's quite a long token. Just close. And then if we try get all the artworks that are currently there, see now this has returned everything. So actually quite nice. The team in Dublin Canvas actually gave me a list of their locations and descriptions and artists and stuff for their Dublin Canvas boxes. So I only really added a handful, but hopefully as the project develops, I'll be able to kind of standardize the format a bit more of what they gave me, and I can actually add in all these points of interest. And I think it'd be very interesting as well, like further down the line, to maybe include the likes of art classes or art museums or different kind of other services that might go along with that. So I can kind of see a bit of scope for the project as we move on further in the course. And yeah, hopefully you find that interesting. And thanks very much. I think the course so far has been really good again this year. So looking forward to what we're going to do in the next half of the term. Okay, thanks very much, Eamon.